say categorically, if that's what they say on the social media, I will categorically say that he's maintaining his innocence. Take it one step further to say he's taken aback, having there's no issue that he's the victim because the assault took place on him. He was boxed, if that's what we call it, slapped well as he was shot. So, having been a victim in a high crime society and protecting himself, this could have been another conversation in the usual format that takes its course in Jamaica. Somebody would be saying it's so unfortunate that the social media influencer was gunned down like so many other TikTokers. So sad that he has to face the court in the circumstances, but you know, we trust the process. Wednesday, because the police had done their application to extend the detention period for an additional 48 hours. In relation to Mr. Richards, he was shot, so his wounds weren't being attended to. So the judge made an order subsequently that he was to be taken to the hospital, and that wasn't done. So I went to court and updated the judge, and I was constrained to do the habeas application because they weren't doing the question and answers. They weren't conducting the investigation with the speed that needed to be done, having asked for an extension and saying to the court that they would have been completing their investigation within the 48 hours. So the judge agreed because they didn't bring him to court in the morning. And when the judge says, bring the body to me, they said, well, you can't get the body because we're taking him for medical treatment. So the judge says, okay.
Sorry, I'm just jumping in because I know my listeners going to hear body and and think, what? No, it's
Oh, yeah, habeas meaning bring the person
Yes.
to me. Let the man come to court so I can lay eyes on him. That's what it means.
Now about that.
PM. Thereafter, they indicated that we were to do the question and answer, and we did that. And following the question and answer, he was charged with shooting with intent, wounding with intent, and illegal possession of a prohibited weapon.
Okay, I just want to clarify that one, illegal possession of a prohibited weapon, because I've seen reported use of a prohibited weapon to commit a felony.
I can only tell you what was said to me
Right.
at the appointed time when he was charged.
Which was illegal possession of a prohibited weapon.
That was what was said to us. That's what was recorded post question and answer.
We've now also heard that.
Alright, so we're back with another installment, and in this episode we basically going to talk about Jaii. This Jaii story has really taken a turn from good to bad. What started out as being at the right place at the wrong time is literally the definition of Jaii. We don't know the full story. We don't know what really happened 100%. We know one side of the story based on what Jaii is saying. We also know what the lawyers are saying, like Issac Buchanan, Jaii's lawyer. But as I said before, this is really crazy, dog. This is really crazy. And I honestly think if you are broke, stay away from trouble, because, bro, trust me, lawyer fee not cheap. Lawyer fee is not cheap. And the system set up now where you're literally going to need a lawyer. Because there's no way, they said it, Issac Buchanan said it, there's no way you can be locked up for more than 48 hours if you're not being charged. And that was the case with Jaii, because Jaii had money to acquire a lawyer like Issac Buchanan. Imagine if you didn't have money to acquire a lawyer, then what? You're going to stay in lockup until they feel pleased? You get me? So the system is rigged in a way where you're literally going to need money to finance a lawyer, and this case is now going to trial after Jaii has been the victim of a shooting. Mind you, he also fired a shot, but it's based off self-defense, because if Jaii wasn't rushed by them at that point, he wouldn't need to be firing shot. Because the craziest thing about this, with every action there's an equal reaction. I think that should have been the first thing they assessed in the court, because if there wasn't an action against Jaii, there wouldn't have been an equal reaction. People are making it seem that two of them literally have gun, and one rush one, and next one pull out the gun, and next one defend himself. You get me? I said, no. If that's the case, probably at that point we understand, bro. But I swear, bro, this system is so rigged. This system is rigged to a point where everything is a money-making scheme. You get me? I say everything. You know? And as I said before, if you're broke, please don't get in trouble, because liar fee not cheap. That's the next thing. And the thing about this, you know, is if this was a case where one of these persons was an uptown youth, it would have been a total different story. I think because remember in the day, them two youth I get a youth now. You know, master them craft and make it to a point where I excel and I live a good life. You get me? But if this was an uptown person who have links and have money more than them two, yeah, it would have been a different story. You get me? It's just that I cannot understand where most of this makes sense. You get me, I say?
Pray the ancestor them turn the nozzle of your gun in your own head and you squeeze the trigger your pronouns. No gay family can't link me for nothing. And if me a suffer and a dead, me no want them help me. If me a dead and I want a kidney and it's a gay person if you give me the kidney, love me, make me dead, cause suck out to no mother, family or stranger, I'm in a business, make me dead. I'm a serious brother. So when he walk, I break, I tell people, I'm a bad man family. Any bad man family defend you, a batty boy. A shit gun them a fire. Hold on if you go down. Okay, good. Come now, I get to. Come notice the whole and I can go on like, only I pick up for batty, man. I want to. Go sit down, man. No want to pick up for no boy. We talk about girl ram them batty and play them batty and them like it. Go suck on no matter. Yeah, straight. Anyway, we'll get to the assessment of this thing. Now, from day one, when we hear the story, I tell everybody around me, say, this is bullshit. See? Keisha, big up yourself. First thing, I say a bullshit. Because the first story, the first story say, as Doodoo man walk through the gate, he walk left him girlfriend and got the bathroom. And then, as him come out of the bathroom, him say 15 man. I wait for him. Now, sometimes I wonder if on the brain a leak or not fluid in on the brain. The event have about 15,000 people or 10,000 people. If someone want to know a big wall, one would know from out the gate, so nothing can go so. Now, in order for him just walk through the gate, right? And go straight to the bathroom. And 15 man there wait for you. The 15 man would have to know what time you come a big wall. They would have to already prepare for your come. They would have to know say you're there at the gate. They would have to walk through crowd from wherever them did there. All the man them are going to know say, as you come in, you go straight to the bathroom. All them know you go want shit or you go want piss. Nothing no go so, man. Nothing can go so. Nothing can go so. You get me? So, remember, in a crowd like that, with an entourage of 15, remember, them would have to group up the 15 of them and get themselves together and say, yes, we are go over there, so the boy I got the bathroom first. Remember, somebody would have to text them and tell them, say, yeah, I come to the gate, and him go straight to the bathroom. That is the first misconception of the whole thing. Who would have tell them, say, him would have to text them and say, yo, me I come to the gate and I go piss first, or no come corral me. Because nobody can know that. You know, a big old venue with thousands of people. So you tell me, say, homeboy, entourage them at the bathroom, them did there with them liquor table and them something. Them did position at the bathroom. Them a party at the bathroom.